What is up, YouTube? This is ANJANATH69 and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World beta video. Now, in this video, as you're going to be seeing, is going to be me against the ANJANATH. That's how you actually pronounce it. Now, this was probably one of the hardest fights in Monster Hunter World beta currently. That is why it is, I think it should be number 3 out of the quest line. First is the Jaggeth. I think that's what Great Jaggeth. I think that's what it's called. Jagras. It's called the Great Jagras, and then it goes the Barith, and then it goes the ANJANATH. Now, the ANJANATH was definitely by far one of the hardest fights I have had in this game. Now, I think in this game that you will be seeing is it definitely comes really close on the time limit. I have noticed one thing in this game is that when you're playing it, you have to fight it. It is not one of those quick, like, oh, I'm going to defeat this monster super fast. But I think they also made it that way due to the fact that the weapons only do a certain amount of damage. Obviously, depending on what weapon, one can do more damage than another, due to the fact, oh, if it's a great sword, it could do more damage because it's bigger and it takes longer to swing. But what I use is a long sword. You don't get as much damage, but you swing and hit a lot faster, and I think you do a lot more hit points as well. But the one thing I have noticed in this game is it does take a long time to kill the Barith, and also this ANJANATH. It definitely takes a really long time, which I think it's a good thing, because in a lot of games it kind of depends, or at least in Monster Hunter Tri, obviously once you get to a certain level and you start fighting lower level monsters, in Monster Hunter Tri, if you were fighting the Great Jaggy, you already had really good armor, let's say you had full Rathalos armor, your guy would not take that much damage from the Great Jaggy. Or if you had for instance, I think it's there's 3 tiers, or in the tier ranking, if it's a tier 3 weapon, it's gonna do a ton of damage against the Great Jaggy, and the Great Jaggy doesn't have a lot of health in general. Obviously it has more than the Jaggy, that's why it's the Great Jaggy, but it still has nowhere near the amount of health points as a Barith, or a Rathian, or Rathalos, because the higher you go in monsters, the more health they're gonna get. And I've noticed in this game, at least I'm hoping it becomes this way, that, it's just like Monster Hunter Tri. You need to work your way up and, fight lower monsters in order to build up enough, currency or, material in order to make better stuff, so you can fight those higher monsters, which I'm hoping that is what this is becoming, because they already have a base layout as the Monster Hunter Tri, or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I think that is what it's called. I have watched videos on it. It's a great game. Haven't actually played it yet. Maybe one day I'll play it, but right now I'm sticking to Monster Hunter beta. Now, one thing I do note, I don't know if it's going to change in the full game, but I do notice when you're in multiplayer, I think they're spirit flies, or I could be completely wrong, glow flies, something like that. During multiplayer, it's a lot harder to actually follow them, because normally in single player, it leads you to the first footprint of the creature or monster. But in multiplayer, it doesn't necessarily do this. It actually only takes you, for the most part of it, to items that you can collect. But these items, of course, you don't actually keep, because in the game, obviously, you can't use what you use in the game and keep it forever, because every time you log off of the game, or turn off your console, you have to reset and you get a reset your character. But every time you defeat a quest, or at least when you defeat the first 3 for the first time, you collect stuff from when you play the full game. But at the moment, you do not keep what you get. So, in the end, it doesn't really help you in collecting anything, but it kind of would help if the flies would actually, take you to the first footprint, kind of like they do in single player, instead of just going to resources. So that is one of the things I would change about the upcoming of the full game. And then also, the one thing I did have trouble with, or at least I might be the only one, but I noticed sometimes, when you're trying to, scroll through, the items that you have, like the potions, or the life powder, or that kind of stuff, or whetstone, I noticed when you're kind of going through that, sometimes it's a bit buggy where it'll accidentally stop on the wrong one. This has only happened to me maybe, twice, but it was just a small thing. It didn't really bother me. I just switch over real quick. It wasn't that big of a deal. Other than that, this is one solid beta. I have yet to come into any sort of glitches on this game, which is actually really surprising because most games at this level, I mean, even betas, back when, let's just name another game, like the World War II beta, because I pre-ordered it, I obviously got to play the beta, and I noticed even in that, that's Activision. Activision is a much bigger company at this point than Capcom, and still, there was bugs, but I have yet to run into any sort of bugs on this, which is, honestly, that's pretty good. And also another thing, Monster Hunter World Beta is completely free for PS4 users as long as you're a Plus member, from what I know, which, that's honestly pretty sweet, considering any other beta, considering any Call of Duty game, you have to have, you have to pre-order the game already to play the beta, which kind of defeats the purpose of a beta in my mind. If you're wanting to play a beta or a demo for a game, you want to play it and find out, okay, what's this game gonna be like, how does it play? You can't really find this out if you haven't actually played it before you buy it. I'm not, most people don't just buy games or pre-order games without knowing what it could be. That's kind of the purpose of a beta, but since many games have you pay, pre-order already and then you get the beta, I think it kind of defeats the purpose. But for the fact that this beta is completely free, I'd go check it out. Honestly, it's a great game, and I cannot wait for the full game to come out. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the hunt. I do come pretty close. I think I faked once during this battle, but it definitely came down to the wire. I was down to the last minute, I felt like, because if you watch the timer, which is one of these two corners, not sure which one it'll be for you guys, but if you watch that timer, I get pretty close to losing. But I finished him off, and I was pretty excited. Sorry that there's no real live commentary to this video. I just kind of did it after I had already recorded my last video. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Please let me know, do you guys want to see more Monster Hunter World when the full game comes out? Or do you want to see some more of the beta? Because I'm gladly to give it to you guys, because I love doing it. Maybe I could have some multiplayer in there. We'll just have to see where it takes me. But, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys.
If you run out of health, you'll faint and be returned to the closest camp. Faint too many times and you'll fail the quest. Nothing can stop us.